So this is the test of the new VTuber system. I admittedly wish under better circumstances, but I feel like it is worth mentioning that. So I wanted to go up. I made a deluxe version of my song some time ago that combined the Soundtrap version, which is made from the loops in Soundtrap. Like I glued loops together. That's how I made my song. It was part of an assignment, and the funny thing that happened here was that some stuff was like so the chiptune version where I run it through my own sound font, totally fine. It's always been that way. Then this past year I made a deluxe version where I used the better quality thing you see in the background. I used my then I merged the soundtrack version and my chiptune version. I could only do the quadraphonic because it didn't want to work. Only quadraphonic would. So what happened here was that things just the wheels fell off. YouTube thought that one guitar section from the soundtrack version was from a song I didn't even know existed. And well, that didn't go as planned. And thankfully no permanent damage happened, but I did have to but I chose just to be extra safe to delete the video. I mean, I already because like when I was making the video, I had to use the quad version. Well, like I had to use quadraphonic because the standard mix wouldn't work. But importantly, when I was doing the core scope render, which by the way almost maxed out my capabilities, I had to use the FLAC audio codec because AAC at 512 kilobits needed for anything about stereo. Well, the AAC at 512 was glitching up. It was producing bad sounds, which ironically YouTube compression did not do, but do they use the word quad anymore? I don't know. But I think the main concern here is that YouTube is saying I don't own part of my own song, which is ridiculous on face value. It's ridiculous just even thinking about it. But I think the main concern here is that YouTube. So I don't even know if I should upload any more revisions of that song, honestly. But then again, I don't want to have to change the URL in everything I posted it to again. So, but thankfully, since the MP4, since I didn't trust YouTube for compression, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna upload the video to somewhere like SourceForge, where you have pretty much infinite space and they don't care. Sure, you can't hotlink the video, but it wasn't a fun. But hey, it's in a link that is in the description of the existing version of the song. Go find it there. I'm not gonna try it again. And this stream is made just to say that I'm not mad at YouTube per se. It's just more like copyright is defective by design. And at this point, it's got. I mean, when you don't even own your own song because someone else, this, folks, is why you don't do any. This, folks, is why copyright abolition is a good idea, if that makes any sense. And I'm a creator, and I hate copyright. It just does not. There is no good it will ever do for anyone in the long run. We'll look back on it and say it's one of the worst inventions society ever had. I guarantee you that. And just so you know, my song is I don't care what you do with it. If you want to, well, mostly just don't be one of those people who chooses to engage in the worst behavior. Don't be the person who, does stuff for no reason that makes no sense does. Don't be the person who, uses a song in something they really doesn't even need a song to begin with due to its content, if that makes any sense. Don't be the next person who takes a good song and gives it context or what that of a not advised variety, if that makes any sense. Be a good person, and I don't care what you do. It's that simple, folks. But I highly advise that if you don't own your own song, then what do you own is the question. And well, that would seem to be a complicated question. We're not ready for this society. I hoped we would have some form of a good answer, but regrettably, that would seem to be a mess. And well, it makes you wonder, what else do you own or not own? We're not ready for this. And you know what? It's things like this that only make me even more focused and passionate about what I hold dear. And, someone Herbert Deborah has a problem with that, please don't. And also, there are better places to spend your ire at. Okay. So don't do any of that. Just why can't we all play nice to each other and stop going after like creations and all that, because it's just no, don't do this, folks. With that out of the way, I pray that we all hope and that we can all realize that automatic moderation should be done carefully and properly, and that the way it has gone so far is not one of them. Then again, out of the human moderators I have experienced on Discord, it has not been a smooth journey either. But that's besides the point, and it has nothing to do with this circle at all. Nothing to do with YouTube either. It's just, believe me, there's already enough online chaos. I don't need any of that. Nobody needs any of that. Let's just all hope and pray even that we don't land in our that we just be a better person, okay? And don't do anything that would, anger people who are not exactly. I mean, again, I would tweet about this, but do I really want to use Twitter? No. And do I well, I have a Twitter account. But do I really want to use it is the question. And I'm like, no. Because honestly, I don't like the problem. I mean, I could always tweet YouTube about it, but what if they think it's a false claim? Or false appeal? It's like I just don't have. It's like most important. I was not gonna upload it to YouTube anyway, and I don't. And it's just no. I mean, I could have tweeted to YouTube about it, but on general, if one of the things I'm doing gets a claim, I just delete it. It's not because I just do it, for safety. Furthermore, if tweeting about it is going to say they falsely claimed, it's just a whole lot of effort for. It's just. Plus, I don't have to tell YouTube that I just have to. It'd be just talking about how a song is soundtrap is just a soundtrap train of sorts. And also telling YouTube that hey, it's just there's no point. I mean, I mean, because it like the fact that I sample, like it's just I didn't sample anything, but like it's just not engage, best to not engage and just move on. Plus, you know, there are better places to listen to it than YouTube, if that makes any sense. And not to mention, I mean, I went all out on it, but like, it's I just don't want to put up with this crap anymore. Like, at the end of the day, I want this just don't want anything to deal with this. But hey, I got to test out a new VTuber, so that's cool. Anyways, I wish I introduced myself to all of you on a happier note, but there ain't exactly a lot of things that can be done about this, unfortunately. And I mean, I save the text. If I ever want to try it again, after uploading a few other helpful videos, that's nice. But like, the good thing, I mean, if anything, it's a good thing that that my own song, if it makes any sense, these as an intro and outro. But like, it's a good thing to know that like the guitar section was, but I mean that was inspired by an unrelated piece of music used by Deadly Foes for his Wii video, but like, I mean, it was not exactly my intent, and even then, we don't. So like, I can see how it would, but like, the song is a coalescence of all my meme stuff. Of course, there is nothing stopping me from but even so, it's like it's not like I don't want to try again and see what happened. It's just not worth dealing with. So that is where we stand. YouTube thinks I don't own my own song. Not a very good thing to face, but honestly, it's a mess. Probably tweet about what happened, but not exactly. But I'm just not gonna. I don't want to. Well, I'll tweet about it, but like, I the video. I mean, that's just what I'm gonna do. Tweet about it after the fact. Just say, and hope it goes viral. But that's besides the point. It's been nice talking to all of you, but I have sleep to take care of. See ya.